Fang Han is just a lowly stable boy for the Fang clan, yet every single day, he works harder than anyone else. 10,000 punches. In this world, power is the only truth, only strength can change his fate, and his luck is absolute trash. His mother was a noble lady of the Fang clan, right? But she was born unable to cultivate. So the family tossed her out. They forced her to marry a commoner and banished her away. That ending? It was just straight up tragic for them both. In this cultivation world, a commoner's life is worth less than dirt. You just get crushed underfoot until you die. It is brutal. To get back into the Fang clan, Fang Han had to stoop low. He became a lowly servant, getting bullied by the second miss. She tortures him daily, and he cannot do a single thing. Why? Because he is too weak, just a pawn in their game. But then, while he is near the river, he spots a corpse. Panic hits him, but he forces himself to go check it out. Suddenly, a golden scroll flies straight into his forehead. His head feels like it is splitting open, like it is going to explode. Then, a mysterious man appears right out of thin air. He quietly eyes the boy, sizing up his spirit and resolve. No crying, no laughing, just a steely, unshakable will. He nods, certain that this kid has a legendary future ahead. The man points, sending a beam of golden light right into his brow. That energy transforms into a dragon, marking Fang Han as its master. The Huangquan Great Emperor finally has a successor. Pay attention here, because things are about to change for him. Fang Han wakes up at midnight, totally confused by what happened. But wait, the internal injuries that were killing him, all gone. He throws a few punches and feels an unreal surge of power. It is way stronger than anything he could do before. Then he spots a glowing golden pill on that corpse. Just the scent of it is intoxicating, like nothing he has ever seen. This is no ordinary pill. It is the real deal. He tries to bury the guy out of respect, but he wakes up. Fang Han nearly jumps out of his skin. Is that a ghost? Turns out, the guy is not dead, just clinging to life. He took a hit from a master in the supernatural realm, and the one who dealt that blow? A genius from the Fang clan. Fang Han Tuit, a disciple of the powerful Yuhua sect. Fang Han quickly hands the pill back, terrified for his life. He definitely does not want to mess with someone this dangerous. If this guy can survive a blow like that, he is someone else. Fang Han immediately returns the pill. He's not ready to die yet. Is this guy actually able to keep coming back from the dead? The Stars Sect technique, it draws power from the celestial orbits. It is definitely not just fear. He wants Fang Han dead. And taking his life? That would be as easy as a button press. Talk about bragging even as a lowly servant. He dreams big. He swears that one day, he is going to be the absolute master of this land. The true mark of the protagonist: pure, unadulterated main character energy. Bai Haitian listens to this guy flapping his gums and just wants to laugh. Kid, I really like you. Since we have run into each other today, I will give you this 9 Aperture Golden Pill. It can reshape your body and build a rock-solid foundation for your cultivation. Add in my top-tier divine techniques, and you will become a powerhouse. Breaking through to the divine ability stage? That depends on your own destiny. But in return, Fang Han must take him on as a master. Once he makes progress, he has to do 2 things for the old man. First, join the Ascension Sect and secure the Ascension Scripture. Second, kill Fang Qingxue. She is the head of the Fang family. Fang Han drops to his knees to take his new master, but the old man suddenly strikes him, stabbing him straight through the heart. It turns out the only way to use the pill is to embed it directly in his chest. He has to keep training, letting the medicine slowly melt into his very blood. The pain is instant, and it is absolutely excruciating. Next, his master passes on the 7-star fist. Fang Han feels raw power boiling inside his body like a raging tide. While passing on the technique, the master explains the style. I created this based on the movement of the stars in the sky. It connects your physical body directly to the energy of the world. And remember, after I am gone, you must bury my remains properly. Get the Ascension Scripture and present it to the sect leader. Have the leader revive me and watch out. He immediately shakes the magic treasure left by the Yellow Spring Emperor. After ascending, he makes this kid his successor. Main character luck is just built different. A moment later, the old man's life force finally fades away. Fang Han turns back, only to realize his master has officially logged out for good. It aligns the physical body with the heavens themselves. And there's this one final, absolute rule he has to follow. Later, He must bury his master's body in the earth, then offer the Ascension scripture to the sect leader. That's how the leader will be revived. Once he ascends, the leader is totally shaken by this treasure. It's a relic left behind by the Great Emperor of the Yellow Springs. To think this kid would become its master, truly a protagonist's luck. After a moment, his master's life force just fades away. Fang Han turns back, only to realize his master has logged off for good. He devours the massive, spicy meal, and his body changes instantly. The young miss watches, her mind racing back 100 years. Her ancestor from the Fang family had also done something similar. Think about it, they have only been together for a single hour, yet he is already being taught a top-tier cultivation technique. Learning the world is vast. Even just 1 hour as a teacher, he swears he will never forget the final wish of that master. Behind the mountain, Fang Han of the Fang family is training hard. Focusing on his physical body, he can feel the difference now. He has grown so much stronger, leaving common disciples in the dust. Compared to the core members of his family, he is just better. Plus, he has that golden core pumping out blood chi. It is overflowing no matter how badly he gets hurt. He can recover in the blink of an eye. Just 3 short months, and he has hit the 4th layer of body refinement. This training speed, honestly, it is beyond insane. You have to realize, it usually takes 5 years to get here. Right now, breaking through to the next level is everything. He goes into a training frenzy, nothing else matters. And just like that, he crashes through to the 5th layer of strength. Every punch he throws carries enough force to shatter a mountain. It is the kind of power that makes enemies run for their lives. He is not scared of anyone anymore. Suddenly, a beautiful woman appears in the air above him. It is the eldest miss of the Fang family. Fang Tang Tuit. She realizes immediately that he has been stealing her family technique. Fang Han drops to his knees instantly, begging for his life. He claims he is just a slave who peeked at the scroll. He could not help it, please. Eldest miss, show some mercy. Talk about a thick-skinned move, but hey, he is desperate to do big things. You have to know when to bow and when to stand. Fang Tang Tuit snaps her fingers, sending a spark of lightning crashing down. If you had tried to run, that stone would be your grave. Seeing that, Fang Han starts kowtowing like his life depends on it. He is begging for his life. But she is not done with him yet. She leans in, pressing him for the real truth. With your trash talent, there is no way you reached this level. Did you steal some kind of pill to get this strong? He starts spinning a wild story 5 years ago. He was bathing horses. He found a massive horned snake that had been struck by lightning. So, he turned it into a massive, spicy, grilled feast. After eating it, his body started changing on its own. The eldest miss hears this and falls into deep thought. 100 years ago, an ancestor of the Fang family killed. As he drips his blood onto the token, a strange voice rings out. Open this net. Let this young lady out to stretch her legs. It turns out, a talking crane is trying to chat him up. Yan Ershuang strikes at it. Furious, how dare this beast be so rude? A one-horned venomous snake. Looks like this is your lucky break. Then, she immediately uses her internal energy to scan his body. If she spots his golden core, he is a dead man, no doubt about it. Thankfully, she doesn't find a thing. She immediately summons Fang Han to the Yuhua sect. He's tasked with raising spirit beasts in her place. He just barely escaped with his life there. Since reaching the supernatural realm, Fang Qingshui has been struggling to break through the lightning illusion realm. But that servant from before suddenly appears inside her vision. Even when she strikes, he shatters her attacks with total ease. Since when did this guy become this powerful? Then, just like that, he vanishes into thin air. In Fang Qingshui's bedroom, she finally snaps awake. She mutters to herself that servant is actually quite interesting. Meanwhile, Fang Han is still waiting for word to head out. Suddenly, someone arrives with a message for him. The second young miss is leaving, and you are coming along. Take the horse, Qianli Shui, and meet her at the plaza. Wait, is that the second young miss? The plaza is already packed with people waiting. Rumor has it the eldest miss is picking one of us to do some seriously heavy lifting. They say, why is he here? That guy? Fang Han? Ha! Relying on a homeless dog like him? What a joke. Fang Han is burning up inside right now. He wants to smash their faces in, one by one. They even dared to bring up his mother to insult him. He is ready to snap. But he gets lucky. The eldest and second miss finally show up. Fang Qingxue steps out and asks the second miss, "Who is he? What's his deal?" "That is Fang Han, the servant who grooms the horses. He looks a bit shifty, but he is reliable. Never once skimmed off the top. Solid guy." The eldest miss immediately chooses Fang Han. He is going to the Yuhua sect to tend their spirit beasts. The whole crowd erupts. "No way. This is impossible. Why would she pick that loser? It makes no sense." Why? Maybe because he is the main character of this series. Deep within the majestic, towering mountains, the Yuhua sect appears like something out of a fairy tale. This is the true path of immortality. Fang Han is completely floored by the view. He has never stepped foot outside his tiny little town before. Sure enough, there is just no comparing the two sides. The Yuhua sect disciples are absolutely furious at Fang Qingxue. Bringing so many people here like this? They really think this is her own private home. They immediately swoop down on their cranes, charging at Fang Han. His horses are terrified, so he has to use massive force. He digs in, barely keeping a grip on Tianlixu. That raw, explosive strength sends those Yuhua disciples reeling. They're scattering, dropping from the sky one by one. One of them whips out a lash, striking hard at Fang Han. But with his speed, there is no way he gets hit. Not only that, he actually manages to snap back at the crane. That giant bird suddenly dives right for Tianlixu. It slams into her, leaving the creature with a nasty wound. "A mere mortal like you, daring to step into Yuhua Mountain? You have disrespected our disciples. Get over here right now." Just as they shout, Fang Qingxue steps out from the carriage. She is the core disciple under the command of Brother Jin. She flashes out instantly, her presence demanding total silence. The moment they see her, those thugs go completely cold. They scramble to bow and greet her with frantic respect. So it's senior sister Fang, the new core disciple. They immediately flip the script, blaming Fang Han for everything, claiming he broke sect rules and deserves a brutal punishment. Fang Qingxue doesn't even blink. She lets out a shockwave, thunder and lightning crackle. An aura of pure, terrifying pressure. Brother Jin is dissatisfied, but she is a core disciple. With just one move, she sends that loudmouth flying away. Now Jindai jumps in, desperate to demand some justice. He launches a fierce attack, straight at Fang Qingxue, but he is just too weak to lay a finger on her. Honestly, watch this. The gap between them is just absurd. If his father weren't a great elder, he would be dead. He slinks away in shame, leaving them to finally talk. She turns to comfort Fang Han, her tone calm and steady. "The great path is ruthless if you want to stop the humiliation. Train, Xidian Peak, Xidian Palace, all of this belongs to her. She is heading into seclusion soon to master her craft." So she hands the Spirit Beast Medallion over to Fang Han. 250 creatures for him to care for now, just a drop of his blood, and they will obey him. She also assigns 3 others to handle the remaining chores. But one of those guys? He's already green with envy. It's that classic look of jealousy. Fang Han is in trouble. You can see it in his eyes. He is planning something nasty. Han is protected by the eldest lady, and she acts fast. With a flick of her hand, all 4 of them teleport. They vanish, reappearing outside in the plaza where a crowd waits. The overseer turns to Feng Han, demanding the 10,000 beasts badge. Feng Lich taps Han's shoulder, and he's not asking nicely. "You want to defy the eldest lady's direct orders, boy?" Han just stares him down. "Give it over, or else." That response makes Feng Lich's face twist, veins popping in anger. "You think a low-life horse-tending slave can command us? Everyone in the Feng mansion has higher status than you." He turns to the crowd, laughing at the sheer absurdity. "This kid wants you working under him. Who agrees to that?" Ha! The men around them start mocking him without mercy. "Still wet behind the ears, aren't you? Little boy? Your feathers haven't even grown in yet. Go back to the stables. You think you're manager material? That's the joke of the century." Wait, isn't this kid just a bastard without a mother? Where'd he even get the milk to grow up so cocky? Feng Han's eyes ignite with a raw, burning fury. Feng Lit keeps at it, grinning while he digs the knife in. "Scared stiff, are you? You're shaking in your boots already." Suddenly, Lich unleashes the 13 bone-crushing spears lunging at him. But Han moves like a shadow, vanishing in a heartbeat. He dodges using the 7-star steps, closing the gap instantly. Then, he strikes back a direct hit with a star-piercing kick. Han doesn't stop there. He's an absolute blur of motion. A flurry of fists lands, sending that dog flying backward. Blood sprays from Lich's mouth as he hits the ground hard. Now watch this. The tension in the air is suffocating. Han unleashes a terrifying aura that makes everyone around him shudder. Lich is curled on the floor, still spitting insults through blood. Still calling him a bastard? He clearly hasn't learned his lesson. Han's gaze shifts cold, predatory, and genuinely frightening. If I am a bastard, then what does that make you? Just a fourth-layer expert. Yet you're acting so arrogant? You want to insult me? I'll send you packing to meet your end. Han wants to use this moment to make a statement. He needs this crowd to fear him, to listen to him. He applies force, and in one snap, breaks Lich's arm. A blood-curdling scream rips through the air, chilling everyone watching. Even then, Han doesn't let go of the grudge. He is completely consumed by the hate burning inside him. Nobody insults his parents and gets away with it. He's not just teaching a lesson, he's declaring total war. And he's only just getting started with these fools. I have to kill you right now, but then someone interrupts. A voice stops him cold. It is one of the 4 chief stewards, the very one the eldest lady assigned to oversee everything here. Earlier, Fang Li tried to steal your myriad beast command token. That was his fault. And you already paid him back for it. Now, it is time to get back to work. Don't forget, this is Purple Lightning Peak. Fang Han finally snaps back to reality. He almost killed Fang Li just now. A voice suddenly rings out inside his head. Kid, that woman is a spy. She is an eye for the Fang family. Run away! Fang Han is instantly panicked. Who are you? The mysterious voice sounds even more furious now. If you do not want to get exposed, hand over the Huangquan map and the 9 Apertures Golden Elixir. Do it fast. The Fang family men are terrified. They immediately kneel, begging for mercy. Master Han, please spare us. From today on, whatever you say, we will do. Even if you tell us to walk through fire or sea, we will not flinch. Fang Han tries his best to look calm and collected. He speaks up out of respect for the eldest lady. I will let you go. I will not break your legs this time. Everything is settled. Get out of here. Fang Han starts thinking. Fang Qingshui never interacts with anyone, but this time, she suddenly stepped in. It looked like she was stopping him, but in reality, she was clearing his path. Could she be a loyal confidant of Fang Qingshui? At the Spirit Beast Palace, Fang Han prepares to drip blood onto the beast token, but the mysterious voice from before cuts in. Don't you dare. A man with 2 horns appears. Kid, you have some guts, don't you? He starts bragging. I am the legendary emperor of the profound yellow world, the Huangquan Great Emperor, to be precise. He is the spirit relic refined by the Huangquan Emperor, and he is the spirit living inside the Huangquan map, named Yan. Next, he guides Fang Han to drip blood and refine the command token. Suddenly, a strange voice rings out. Hurry up and open the net. Let this young lady out to stretch her muscles. It turns out to be a crane that can actually talk to him. Yan, the horned man, strikes out at a beast. How dare you be so disrespectful to me? With a single palm strike, he lunges forward. Fang Han seizes the moment, lunging straight at the wooden puppet. With one powerful blow, he shatters its body completely. The puppet actually kneels before him, leaving everyone stunned. Just what kind of martial arts is he practicing? His muscles and bones are so hardened even the puppet is afraid. Fang Han goes for the kill, but an elder steps in to stop him. The crane cries out in a panic, "Save me! Save me! This guy is terrifying. But his attacks are weak. They don't do a thing to us." Ha ha ha, look at that. He's run out of magical power. Sisters, DM gets absolutely furious watching this play out. She lunges at them immediately to start the fight. Feng Han sees what she's doing and tries to stop her. Too late, an explosion blasts dust everywhere, blinding everyone. The crane transforms into a girl, covered in soot. She looks stunning, stumbling right into Feng Han's arms. It was his blood that triggered this change. I mean, talk about a nosebleed moment for the guy. DM explains his magic is limited and needs refining. He must cultivate the pure yang energy deep down. That will stabilize his spirit body properly. She fades away, and the crane realizes something weird. Usually, blood on the token just lets us hear voices. It's supposed to be simple sound transmission, nothing more. But your blood actually forced me into human form. Fang Han has no clue what's going on here. He makes a suggestive comment about taking her to heaven. But she isn't having any of it right now. Just because you hold the token doesn't mean you command me. You perverted jerk. Just get lost already. Fang Han thinks controlling 30 cranes really isn't easy. He has to humble himself and call her Crane Fairy. I'll make sure to take great care of you. I promise. If you aren't satisfied, just give me a shout. I'll give it my all to keep you happy. She immediately asks if he knows how to roast chicken. Of course. With my skills. You won't need to worry. They head into the forest to hunt some game. Fang Han isn't bluffing, he really can cook. His skills have the Crane Fairy drooling in seconds. That roasted meat smells absolutely incredible. The Crane Fairy can't stop eating. It's that good. The flavor is intense. Honestly, beyond belief. The spices don't mask the natural, fresh taste at all. To reward him, the Crane Fairy agrees to take him flying. They spring into action without wasting a single second. They zip out of the Wuhua gate in a flash. Fang Han feels a bit nervous about leaving. But this girl is actually incredibly powerful. She can fly 1,000 miles in just 1 hour. Getting back home is as easy as flapping her wings. Suddenly, terrifying tornadoes erupt right in front of them. Disaster. That is the Heavenly Wolf 7-kill formation. It belongs to the demon god sect we have to run. What is happening? Within 10,000 miles of Wuhua Mountain, no one from the demon sect is allowed to show up. If they catch us here, we are as good as dead. Just then, a Heavenly Wolf 7-kill beast charges at them. Fairy Crane scrambles to escape. But the creature is closing in fast. They are trapped. And the situation is getting incredibly tense. Meanwhile, a mysterious figure watches from a nearby cliff. It is Huangquan, a member of the little Heavenly Wolf Star King. He holds a strange secret treasure in his hand. Another person is hiding there too. Jin Shidai from Wuhua Gate. Up in the sky, Fang Han and Fairy Crane are still fleeing, but the 9 Aperture Golden Pill is pulsing with intense energy. The Yellow Springs map armor suddenly shoots out on its own. It immediately sucks the dark mist inside, leaving them stunned. Fairy Crane is terrified. What was that just now? A second ago, we were surely about to die. The Heavenly Wolf formation suddenly vanished into thin air. Fang Han has to scramble for an excuse. It must be luck. The Beast Master was probably scared of being spotted by Wuhua Gate, so he recalled it just in time. The two head back immediately. Back on the cliff, Huangquan realizes something is seriously wrong. His Heavenly Wolf formation has weakened, as if something drained it. Jin Shitai looks at his own hand, holding the 7-kill gourd. With this, he can finally counter Fang Qingchua's lightning blade. Their real goal? To ambush her and steal the Yellow Springs map and the 9 Aperture Golden Pill from her grasp. They have no idea that Fang Han is actually the real owner. Still, dealing with a true disciple is a massive headache. If she dies, they will face consequences they cannot handle. Jin Shidai's eyes turn dark and cold, a dangerous look. He decides to break her spirit and force her to hand over the items. What a creep. He is truly dreaming if he thinks that will work. That night, on the peak of purple lightning, Fang Han trains in secret. He has pushed his strength to the verge of the divine force realm. It is a massive barrier. Most experts get stuck right here. But today, after riding the crane, he feels a strange shift. Pay close attention. Something big is finally about to click. His power is rising, and he is ready to break through every limit. He focuses his spirit, pushing past the pain and the doubt. Everything he has worked for is leading to this one moment. The air around him starts to vibrate with raw, untamed energy. He closes his eyes, ready to ascend to the next level. That restless urge to break through hits him again. His body starts pulling in raw energy, crazy fast. And just like that, he hits the 6th stage of body tempering. Fang Han senses a sudden, heavy aura closing in. Someone is here. It is Fang Qingchui. Reaching the 6th stage of body tempering this quickly, that is incredibly rare among all the Fang family kids. But his potential? It does not just stop there. Keeping him busy, raising spirit beasts is a total waste. So, she makes a call. She is giving Fang Han a spot to become an outer sect disciple of the Yuhua sect. This shocks him. A real turning point. In this world, strength is everything. Status does not matter. If you are strong, you make the rules. She hands him the outer sect disciple token. But pay attention, he still has to clear the entrance exam to make it official. The next day, Xianzi shows up to pick him up for the trial, because he overslept. She has to rush him. Still, He makes sure he has 2 pieces of grilled meat. Those are definitely staying on the menu. They fly off toward the Daxian Institute. Everyone stares, whispering as he lands. Who is this guy? Even the noble family disciples are already waiting there. Xianzi warns him to be careful out there. Look closely, this isn't just any crowd of students. Even they are acting nervous about the upcoming trial. Then, 2 senior brothers appear with an intense vibe. They announce that the outer sect exam is starting now. Everyone, move inside. They all have to show their tokens for identification. When the examiner sees someone from the Purple Lightning Peak, he gets a bit surprised. He glances over at Fang Han. He is sizing him up. Honestly, he does not look like much. He doesn't hold a candle to those wealthy young nobles. But hey, his backing isn't half bad. He smiles and gestures for Fang Han to head inside. An elder starts laying out the rules for the trial. Beat the magic power puppets. Survive the arena, and you officially become an outer disciple of the Yuhua sect. If anything goes wrong inside that arena, the Yuhua sect takes 0 responsibility for your life. Use your real power. Kill the demons. Take that first step on the long, endless path of immortality. Boom. The gates blow open. The puppet seal breaks, revealing its massive, terrifying frame. A menacing aura floods the area. Liu Kang steps up first. He's no ordinary fighter, the eldest son of the Great Li dynasty's general. Liu Kang's first strike barely leaves a scratch on the puppet. Then, the thing claws him, and everyone realizes this isn't just training. Every blow from the puppet is aiming for a lethal spot. Liu Kang has to drop the act and go all out now. He delivers a massive, earth-shaking strike directly into the target. With a thunderous boom, the puppet collapses. He passes the test. Just like that, Liu Kang is officially an outer disciple of Wuhua sect. One by one, more noble-born disciples step up and fail hard. Most end up mangled, unconscious, or worse, with broken limbs. If the judges hadn't intervened, those guys would be dead right now. Seeing the carnage, the remaining candidates start bailing out one by one. Then she walks up to the stage, Princess Hong Yi. She moves like lightning, unleashing a flurry of lethal sword strikes. First, dance-piercing energy. Second, dance a mountain-shattering force. She dismantles the puppet with ease. Now that is a princess. Passing the trial without breaking a sweat. Talk about impressive. Next up is Fang Han. He calmly strides into the arena. The elder asks in shock, "No weapon? You've got guts, kid." The puppet lunges immediately, throwing a punch straight at Fang Han, but Fang Han just blocks it like it's nothing at all. The puppet actually recoils, shaking in visible fear. Everyone is stunned. What just happened? How is he this strong? Fang Han sees his opening. He lunges forward with one punch. He smashes the puppet's body to pieces in a single blow. The puppet, powered by divine energy, is forced to its knees. The crowd is losing it. What kind of martial arts is this? His body is so solid, so tough, even the puppet's scared. Fang Han readies another blow to finish it, but the elder steps in. The puppet's divine core is gone. It's lost the will to fight. This is the first time in history a trial has ended like this. Fang Han passes easily. He's officially an outer disciple now. Princess Hong Yi watches him, her eyes fixed on his next move. The puppet has lost its fighting spirit, ending the test early. For the first time in history, the exam ends right here. Fang Han passes successfully, becoming an outer sect disciple. Princess Hong Yi is impressed. He reminds her a bit of herself. Suddenly, a group of arrogant nobles strolls over to size them up. One of them scoffs, looking down at Liu Kang with pure disdain. "So this is the guy you picked. He probably can't even carry his own weight." Hong Yi gets fired up and snaps back at them, defending him. But they're dead set on mocking Fang Han. Out of nowhere, he showed up and now he wants a spot in the inner sect? She heads over to get to know him. That display earlier was just peak performance. Even though their statuses are worlds apart, she knows who to align with. Proximity breeds influence. You walk with the wise, you get smarter. They're looking to build an alliance to survive the cutthroat competition here. They want to lean on each other to crush the rest of the outer disciples. And just like that, the results of the evaluation are officially in. Out of hundreds of nobles and high-ranking elites in attendance, only 20 made it. They've officially been named outer disciples of the Yuhua sect. The elder makes the announcement, "From this moment on, you belong to us." Every one of them gets a novice kit filled with the essentials for cultivation. Fang Han heads straight back to his room, eager to start training right away. He wants to test his martial arts immediately, and his aura is absolutely wild. Watch this, the energy swirling around him is off the charts. Dragon shapes. Tiger movements, he's putting out terrifying power. It looks like a massive dragon is wrapping around his body, pumping insane force. After one intense training session, he finally breaks through to the 7th stage. The inner strength stage, he's reaching a whole new level. But suddenly, he starts coughing up blood. His breakthrough speed was just too fast. His body couldn't handle the strain. He realizes he needs to focus way more on tempering his physical shell. Hong Yi walks in and immediately notices he just broke through in record time. She's completely stunned. This level of progress is unheard of. Afterward, they head over to the Yutian Hall to grab a meal together. Fang Han notices Hong Yi seems way too familiar with the inner workings here. She admits her mother was once a disciple of the Yuhua sect too. Her mother was framed. Hong Yi entered this place solely to reach the divine ability realm. She's here for one thing, only to settle the score and get her revenge. She looks at him, determined. We have to become inner disciples as fast as possible. He feels for her. Her situation hits close to home, just like his own. Just then, a group of arrogant nobles strolls over to start some trouble. One of them sneers at Liu Kang. Is this the guy you picked? He's not even worth the effort. He'll just be a total burden. Hong Yi is instantly furious, ready to fire back at them. But these guys aren't backing down, still mocking Fang Han for being a nobody. They think he's just here to leech off their resources for an inner disciple spot. He stands his ground. Silence speaks louder than their pathetic insults. Just like me. A group of nobles walks up. They want to get acquainted. But one of them looks at Liu Kang with pure disdain. Is this really who you brought here? I am afraid that even you cannot carry this burden. That makes Hong Yi furious, and she snaps back. But they are really targeting Fang Han. Out of nowhere, they sneer that he wants to rely on us, just to grab a spot as an inner disciple. Pissed off and desperate to settle the score, he lashes out. He unleashes a violent wave of pressure. But it's just raw posturing. Only 7th stage body tempering. He actually thinks he runs this place. He charges in instantly, aiming to crush him with a wild strike. The 9 Tyrant Dragon Fist. Luckily, he's ready for the impact. He snaps into a dragon swimming tiger pounce, barely dodging in time. Right then, he realizes his mistake. This guy is way out of his league, at least at the supernatural realm. His enemy's hand glows with crackling energy. A thunder wind slash arcs toward Fang Han like a lightning bolt. He doesn't even try to dodge this time. He meets it head-on. The attacker's face drops in pure shock. He actually blocked it. A clean stop against that kind of power. They collide, trading over 100 blows to decide who's stronger. Fang Han knows he's in deep. The only way out is to gamble. Force against force. His biggest assets are his iron bones and recovery speed. He throws a punch, but the prince catches it with ease. In a blur of motion, the prince surges forward with unstoppable momentum. He launches Fang Han into the air and prepares to deliver a brutal blow. He slams him down, merciless. Fang Han hits the dirt hard. Hong Yi rushes over to pull him up. He lost, but he earned some respect. Turns out, that last move the prince used is a forbidden art. The Immortal Angling Hook, a mystery technique from the Return to Immortal Island. Not bad bones you've got there. Did you down some high-tier elixir? It's a shame your combat experience is pathetic and your reaction time is slow. Still, you've got enough potential to be worth the trouble. I'll let you join our ranks. When the sect drops the official training notice, come find us. Back in her chambers, Fang Qingshui gets the report. Word is, Fang Han got absolutely wrecked by the prince. This is exactly the kind of mess his reckless behavior causes. She decides to cut him off, cancel his surveillance detail. She wants him off her mind so she can focus on her own cultivation. Yet, deep down, she knows this loss might actually forge him into something stronger. The next day, he drops by to see Hong Yi, but nobody answers. He lets himself in and finds her right in the middle of a bath. She screams, frantic, telling him to get out of there right now. He's only there for one reason. He needs her to help him train, to gain the real combat experience he's missing. He's determined to get strong enough to finally take down the prince. He bursts in and realizes the girl is bathing. Total panic. She screams out, "Get out. You can't be in here." But he's not here for that. He actually needs a favor. He wants her to help him train, boost his combat experience. He has to get Raquerty to face off against the powerful prince. The prince's martial arts are a fusion of 1,000 different styles. Losing to him in a single move today is no disgrace at all. I doubt I could even hold my own against him. Honestly, Fang Han speaks up, I need life and death combat to sharpen my skills. Go all out. He tells her, don't hold back a single bit. Isn't that exactly what you're best at? Hong Yi? She strikes with her sword immediately. Luckily, Fang Han dodges the hit just in time. How did you figure all that out? She asks. I noticed your hands beyond the usual calluses from sword practice. You have these strange, irregular scars all over. My guess is, you've been using weapons like whips, blades, or throwing knives, and you've got battle wounds from real, high-stakes combat. Plus, you know too much about powerful families and intel networks. A royal princess wouldn't have those kinds of marks, would she? As they talk, they trade blows in a fierce clash. He strikes with the 7 stars technique, nearly landing a hit on her. She realizes now this guy is absolutely not a simple target. He's right. She admits to train my body and mind for revenge. I became a top-tier assassin for the Hong organization. There are hundreds of lives under my blade. All evil souls. After a while, Fang Han is completely battered and torn. You have lost too much blood today, she says. Worried. Go get bandaged up, we can pick this up again tomorrow. She pauses. Curious, how do you know the Stargate techniques? You know the absolute best arts from every major sect. It's strange, she says, but I'll keep your secret for you. Hong Yi agrees, and she shares some big news in return. The disciples from the Ascension Sect are heading to the desert. They're going to hunt demons, and outer disciples can tag along. If you take down a demon leader, you get a shot at the inner tests. Take a look at this, here is where the real grind begins. 20 days later, Fang Han hits a massive breakthrough. He's officially reached the 8th level of the physical realm, all thanks to this brutal, non-stop training with Hong Yi, but he needs her to keep this whole thing under wraps. Hong Yi agrees to help, and she tells him something else. She lets him in on a secret about the Wuhua sect. The core disciples are heading to the desert to hunt demons. Even the outer sect disciples can tag along for some training. If they take down a demon leader, they earn a shot, a chance to qualify for the inner sect trials. 20 days pass, and Fang Han breaks through to the 8th stage. He's been grinding non-stop, sparring with Hong Yi this whole time. During a practice session, Crane Fairy ends. He's finally refined that 9-orifice golden elixir. All those scars from before, totally healed up. Hong Yi's attacks don't even scratch him anymore. Just then, a paper crane flutters in with a message. It's calling all disciples of the Immortal Institute to gather. Everyone rushes to the square, gathered in a hurry. The elder starts talking about the Han Hai Desert mission. Most of you already know the deal here, he says. First goal, save the Lam Nuet Kingdom from the crisis. Second goal, it's time for some serious training. Outer disciples, you pull this off, and you're moving up to inner sect. That's the dream, right? A shot at a higher rank. If our inner disciples hit the secret realm of supernatural powers, they'll be promoted straight to true core disciples. And here's the kicker, take out a top-tier demon path minion, and you're walking away with a yin-yang longevity elixir. If you're not feeling ready, no shame in that. You can just stay back and keep training at the sect. But the road ahead? That path is yours to choose. Whatever you decide, you own that choice for yourselves. Suddenly, Bao Thanvuong shows up, acting like a jerk. He orders the two of them to run some stupid errands. Errands? Fang Han is absolutely not having any of that. He's looking to settle the score from their last fight. Fang Han lunges at him, pure menace in his eyes. Hong Yi immediately realizes what technique he's using. That's the long hate finger, a dark art from the demon sect. Fang Han steps like a star, dodging the strike with ease. Then he spins around, delivering a kick that sends him flying. Bao Thanvuong blocks it, but the force still leaves him hurting. Only 20 days, and he's already this much stronger? Fang Han doesn't let up, pressing the attack relentlessly. He unleashes a flurry of blows. A true master of the Hoitude style, Bao Thanvuong spits blood, his body heavy and reeling. He crashes hard into the ground, unable to keep his footing. Fang Han keeps charging, his aura terrifying and relentless. But suddenly, the guy's backup jumps in to stop him. Hong Yi shouts a warning, watch out. That's a spirit weapon. A flying sword whistles through the air, sharp and lethal. A whole formation of swords screams toward him. Point first. Things just went from bad to incredibly dangerous. Fang Han immediately summons the Yellow Springs map to absorb it. It swallows all those sword spirits, leaving everyone in shock. Just like that, the sword energy is completely gone. Everyone realizes now it's a spirit treasure he's already bonded with, even with all his might. He called out, but nothing happened. No response. The guy immediately pulled a 180. Looks like I misjudged you. He stammers. I never expected you to be packing top-tier spirit artifacts. Everything just now? A total misunderstanding, please. Just return that sword. Return it? In your dreams. It was sucked straight into my yellow spring map. How could I possibly give it back now? Fang Han just fires back. If you really want this blade, come find me at Purple Lightning Peak later and take it. They freeze up in fear. Purple Lightning Peak? That's where the true disciples live. Fang Qing Shui. A true disciple. Steps up junior brother Fang. That sword is mine. It's a top-tier artifact granted by the elders. I earned it by slaying countless demons. She says with cold eyes, you better hand it over, or this mission becomes incredibly dangerous. If you don't, you might just get killed by the demon horde. That's senior sister Mo. Fang Han senses it instantly. This woman is no joke. Her aura rivals even Master Bai Haitan. She's clearly at the 7th level of the physical realm, the divine transformation stage. She's acting like she's apologizing, but she's really just pressuring him to hand it over. But he's already absorbed it. He's got nothing left to give. He has to improvise. Senior sister Mo, I understand what you're saying, but the eldest miss gave me this artifact and only said it was for self-defense. She didn't teach me how to unlock it, so I can't return it yet. I'll head to Purple Lightning Peak tomorrow and ask her to lift the seal for you. Senior sister Mo realizes she's got no choice but to back down. She even invites Fang Han to join them for the trip to the Endless Desert tomorrow. Fang Han uses that as his escape and slips away. Yan pops up immediately. You need to refine that sword fast. With the power of the yellow spring map, erasing someone else's spirit mark isn't hard at all. That night in his room, Crane Fairy suddenly pins him down. She shouts, Fang Han, you've gotten yourself into real trouble this time. In just a few hours, those stories of yours have already spread all over Purple Lightning Peak. Something about demons and heretics. Listen, I'm the only one who can help you. If I don't, you're going to get crushed by everyone else. Calm down. He sighs. Speak slowly. Will you? You're a girl. Crane Fairy climbing all over a guy like this? Honestly, I don't. Fang Han is pinned down. Crane Fairy is literally lying on top of him. She yells out, Fang Han, you are in trouble again. Barely a few hours passed. Your legendary stories have already spread across the entire Xidian Peak. Demons? Heretics? It does not matter. This young lady must help you out, or others will just keep bullying you. Fine. I hear you. But take it easy. A girl should not be climbing all over a man like that. Really? I cannot. Can you believe it? She says she will teach him the Yuan Shen spiritual technique. It is the very same secret art that Feng Tan Twit once passed to her. He starts chanting the secret incantation immediately. Then, on his body, the undying heaven gate begins to manifest. Countless streams of golden spiritual energy erupt all around him. In his mind, his inner spirit stands right before a massive gate. This is the legendary divine gate. Break through this, and he reaches the realm of secret divine arts. But wait, his spiritual energy is draining way too fast. The black bones inside his head are clouding his focus. The divine gate is fading from his sight. He collapses, passing out cold until the next morning. Hong Dai comes to wake him, ready to head out. If she saw Hak Tian Tu sleeping in his bed, he would be done for. Thankfully, he manages to cover the sleeping girl with a blanket just in time. She stays hidden, so no one spots her. In the Hanhai Desert, the group splits into several smaller teams. Feng Han gazes ahead, curious about the powerhouse in the lead. He asks Humdi, is that really Nguyen Kiem Khong? The inner disciple ranked 10th on the Shan He leaderboard. Suddenly, a storm of arrows rains down on their group from nowhere. But normal arrows? They have no chance of hurting Feng Han. A shimmering barrier of energy blocks every single one of them. Then comes a roar. A massive bolt of lightning strikes down. Everyone is stunned by the raw power on display. It really is Nguyen Kim Khong, living up to his terrifying reputation. He clears out those weak pests in a heartbeat. My silver snake sword is a high-grade spirit artifact. A. Declares, forged from 1,000-year snake blood and 10 types of copper ore. It is just a hair's breadth away from being a true treasure artifact, but the enemy has an expert waiting. 2. A bolt of crimson lightning crashes down from above. 2 spirit artifacts collide in the sky, shaking the air itself. The owner appears. It is the Hongfen prince of the Hongjian demon sect. Look at this guy, he really has a feminine, pinkish vibe to him. He mocks them, surprised his own life is worth so much. Imagine trading him for a yin-yang longevity pill. Without warning, the 10 great demon generals are summoned. A massive, towering demonic shadow emerges, the flying yaksha. So many disciples from the Wuhua sect in one place. He laughs. Not bad at all. Just hand over your spirit artifacts nicely. We will refine you all into great strength for ourselves. Not bad at all. Hand over your spiritual energy now, or we will refine you into a crushing pill. Kimthi charges ahead. But those senior disciples are already forming a formation. It doesn't matter, he strikes first, using the 6 desires sound thunder to wipe them out. Hong Yi takes a direct hit too, and he is not in good shape at all. That attack was brutal. Seriously. Look at the damage. This guy is not playing around. He has already claimed the Silver Serpent Sword and the Heavenly Chicken Yang Essence. Even the Origin Void Sword cannot hold him back, forcing everyone to retreat. Now Fang Han and Hong Yi are paralyzed. The soul poison already spreading fast. They are completely frozen, unable to move a single muscle while the toxins take hold. Suddenly, the Yellow Springs map emerges from within. Acting as a shield, it absorbs all the poison, keeping Fang Han's original spirit safe from harm. But Hong Yi is not so lucky, she is still struggling. Fang Han thinks quickly, his own blood holds the medicinal power of the 9 Apertures Golden Pill. Could that solve the poison? It is a desperate gamble, but he has to try. He feeds her a few drops of his own essence blood to purge the toxins. Now, Fang Han has to play it smart. He acts dead, staying low to stay hidden. The Pink Prince is too busy eyeing the injured senior sister Mo. He is mocking her, laughing about how she is trapped and helpless before him. He sneers honestly. This is the perfect scene for him to have his way with her. He is gloating, completely caught up in his own twisted arrogance. He moves in, planning to take advantage of her while she is defenseless. She fights back, spitting out a hidden weapon directly at his face. But it is useless, it cannot even scratch his defensive barrier. He is protected by the Waterfire Bead, a high-grade magical artifact. Even a spiritual blast barely shakes him. It is just not enough to kill him. This is it, the moment of truth. Fang Han lunges from behind with his sword, but the Pink Prince blocks it effortlessly, barely even breaking a sweat. Fang Han moves like a lightning strike, closing the gap in a blink. Still, he cannot pierce that defensive shell. No matter how hard he pushes, the Pink Prince is actually impressed. Smirking at his resilience, he finds it rare for someone hit by the 6 desires sound thunder to still be breathing. He figures Fang Han must be hiding some kind of legendary treasure. Then, his eyes shift, glowing with a dark, hypnotic energy. The red dust demonic eyes, a lethal ocular technique from his sect. Fang Han is sweating. Thank God the prince has not reached the divine power realm yet. If he had, this would be game over for sure. He cannot give this guy any room to breathe, let alone launch a counter. Still, facing down those flying swords is starting to feel like a nightmare. The prince is relentless, raining down an endless barrage of blades. Fang Han is pushed to his absolute limit, forced to focus entirely on defense. He realizes the footwork the prince is using is on a completely different level. The guy is clearly injured, but he is putting on such a convincing show of strength. He is pretending to be perfectly fine just to keep them off balance. Fang Han lets out a sudden, deafening roar to snap the prince's focus. It works. The distraction creates the perfect opening. Out of nowhere, Hong Yi makes her move. Her sword flashes behind him, but it still hasn't cracked his defenses. Fang Han seizes that split second of hesitation and lunges forward. One clean strike. The impact shatters his protective barrier instantly. The Pink Prince goes berserk, burning every ounce of his remaining power. He wraps himself in a shroud of energy, desperate to hold on, but he never saw it coming. Fang Han is wielding the Heavenly Wolf. 7 killing sword hits home. And just like that, the prince falls. They finally took him down. 7 flying swords now lie in the dust. They can't keep them, though. The sect will just recall the blades. Besides, the spiritual seals inside are way too tough to crack. Hong Yi has no idea that for Fang Han, this is a breeze. He doesn't just stop at the swords, he claims the blood cotton robe too. Liu Kang finally comes around, and Fang Han clears the poison from his system. As for what happened, they tell a lie that the senior sister and the prince fought to a draw, and that he, Fang Han, just swooped in to finish the job. Liu Kang's eyes light up. And the guy has the nerve to demand the loot. He wants the silver snake sword and the blood cotton robe for himself. Honestly, the audacity is unreal. Has he never heard of hard work? You want something for nothing? That's not how the world works. Buddy, Hong Yi shuts him down for good. One strike is all it takes. Now, Fang Han shifts focus to saving the senior sister. Compared to those royal disciples, she's not actually a bad person. She's done enough to earn a second chance at life. But suddenly, the ground shakes. Something massive is closing in fast. A terrifying beast, the heavenly chicken, erupts from the void, charging them down. It's huge. But against Fang Han's massive dragon, it's nothing but a snack. They clash in midair, a storm of power tearing the sky apart. Yan pops out to gloat, showing off just a fraction of his true potential. One flick of his finger, and the giant dragon swallows the beast whole. Just watch this, everything shifts as Yan senses a new threat. A real monster is approaching. And they are nowhere near ready for that fight. We have to move. Now. Fang Han grabs the prince's remains. He and Hong Yi vanish into the distance just in time. A moment later, two figures drop onto the silent, blood-soaked battlefield. Yuan Jian bows low, sorry for the delay. Senior brother Hua, we're too late. The pink prince is gone. And he took everything with him. Yang Yi watches this intense scene play out. Tell him someone strong is coming our way. We're not ready to face a monster like that just yet. Hurry, Fang Han. Grab the Hong Fen prince's body. Take it. Then get out of here with Hong Yi immediately. A little later, two figures finally reach the battlefield. Yuan Jian bows low, senior brother Hua. We're late. The Hong Fen prince has already looted all the spirit treasures. It's gone. Not a single thing left for us to claim. With my silver serpent sword gone, everything feels cold. Master Hoa, you have to stand up for me. That silver-haired youth is the head disciple of the peak. Hua Tiandu, I can sense it now. The extreme yang aura. He suddenly lost the connection to his treasure. Immediately, he unleashed the freezing brilliance technique. A wave of frost locks everyone down to be brought back home. But someone actually erased the spiritual seal he left behind. Even the 10 Red Prince lackeys couldn't manage that feat. This is beyond anything they have ever seen. Maybe an elder from the demon sect has finally shown up. Come with me for now, we must report to the supreme leader. I will have the elder grant you a new flying sword. At Lanyue City. Fang Han and Hong Yi are just waiting. Suddenly, the sky darkens with the 7 killers' smoke, together with the purple lightning blade. It begins to refine everyone. The figure appearing out of nowhere is Fang Qingxiu. She uses a lightning snake to shatter the smoke screen instantly. The young lady has reached the 4th layer of the divine power realm. Wang Lin is clearly no match for her power now. He has no choice but to flee. But can he really escape? Fang Qingxiu fires off the heavenly demon palace power to hunt him. A miserable scream echoes out as he desperately fights back. Fang Qingxiu, you actually combine the demon sect and immortal arts. He then uses the black water of the demon god to slip away. Someone is clearly helping him from the shadows. Fang Qingxiu senses it too, someone else is watching nearby. It's Fang Han and Hong Yi hiding in the distance. She immediately closes the gap, closing in on Fang Han. You actually came to this place to cultivate? Don't you know this is a dangerous zone where immortals and demons clash? I just made you an outer disciple. And you're already here seeking death? She notices his aura is incredibly intense now. Internal organs solidified. A protective membrane forming over his body. Just 1 short month, and you have advanced 2 whole stages? How are you cultivating like this? Tell me the truth. Fang Han is trapped under the weight of her intense aura. Thankfully, he reacts just in time. He channels his spirit, desperately fighting off the illusion. Using the secret mental art, he struggles to hold his ground. This is getting intense, isn't it? He has to stay calm or he is finished. Every second now, the pressure just keeps on climbing. Fang Han needs to break her hold before he snaps. Let's see if he can survive her questioning. She instantly realizes what this is, an inner sect cultivation technique. How do you have this? Did Immortal Crane teach it to you? And how on earth could you break through my mental illusion? You are just 1 step away from the spirit communication realm. That cultivation speed is terrifying. Forget the Fang family disciples, even the inner sect members of the Ascension Sect couldn't dream of matching your pace. And who is this girl? Fang Qingxue stares at Hong Yi before Fang Han can explain. She sends Hong Yi to Blue Moon City. There are tons of outer sect disciples there. Hong Yi hates it. But under the senior sister's heavy pressure, she can't resist, and leaves. Fang Han turns to explain. But Qing Shui cuts him off immediately. Senior sister, she says, with a sharp, piercing look. A lowly servant breaking free from their shackles so fast? Rare. I will have the Fang family adopt you as a foster son. No more slave status for you. And if you reach the supernatural secret realm, I will marry Qing Wei to you. Fang Han thinks to himself, marrying her to me? I can barely stomach that, but now she is forcing him to go on a trip with her. He cannot refuse. But he worries his hidden power will be exposed. Luckily, Yan whispers that the Yellow Springs map is merged with him. She will never detect your true origin. Fang Qing Shui takes him deep into the Earth Abyss. Right into the cracks. This is the world of the Earth Abyss. A place crawling with endless demons, ghosts, and evil beasts. We are walking to the demon god altar. Flying would just alert the enemy. That altar is a top-secret military hub for the Abyss Demon Army. It holds a Shura Grand Commander. Destroy that place, and their army collapses without a fight. Now watch this. It is the perfect place to train. Danger lurks everywhere. And that is exactly how you will temper your will and unlock your hidden potential. This place? It's the Deep Abyss, a hellish underworld, home to endless waves of demons and savage, bloodthirsty beasts. We head to the demon god altar on foot. Flying would just alert the enemy and tip them off. The demon god altar, it's a critical military stronghold, controlled by the Abyss Demon Army. Deep in the shadows, a great commander named Asura rules from the center. Destroy this place, and their entire army will fall apart. Perfect for training too, danger lurking in every corner. Wait. Look at Shi Longzi, he's making his move. Danger is the only way to forge your spirit and break your limits. Right after that, even his blade snaps under such massive, crushing power. She forces Fang Han to take the lead and pave the way. She isn't about to lift a finger against an Abyss blood wolf. Fang Han moves like a blur, charging straight at the beasts. She watches him strike and immediately recognizes the technique. It's the immortal fishing style from the 10,000 Immortal Island. He must have stolen that move from Prince Bao during their last fight. Back then, his form was decent, but it still had flaws. Now, this single move hides a much deeper mystery. It's far more complex than it appears on the surface. She begins to guide him, slowly teaching him the real way. As they venture deeper, the monsters Fang Han takes down pile up. This next technique, the long-lasting grudge finger, is another secret. He snatched this one from Prince Bao. 2. It belongs to the Grudge Demon Sect, requiring absolute hatred to unleash. The deeper the resentment, the more lethal the art becomes. She warns him, stop practicing it, or you'll lose yourself. It feeds your darkest impulses and leads straight to demonic obsession. They trek through this underground world for a full day and night, slaughtering blood wolves, blood bears, and three-headed snakes. They even run into demon men hunting for their own food. Suddenly, a squad of flying night yakshas appears ahead. The sacrificial altar can't be far off now. The group lunges at them. 12 of these creatures in total. Each one matches the power of a high-level supernatural expert, but they leave plenty of openings he can exploit. Using the 9-turn spirit step, Fang Han lunges into the fray. He strikes with terrifying pressure. But their armor is like iron, not a single scratch on them. Now, he's completely surrounded by these flying night yakshas. He doesn't panic. He just calms his mind to find their weak points. He tracks their weight, their speed, every ounce of their force. He's broken through to the 9th stage, the spirit communication realm. With one perfect swing, he shatters a flying night yaksha. Then, he moves with blinding speed to finish the rest. Even his sword snaps under the sheer force of his power. Fang Qingshui stands nearby, clearly stunned by the display. She can't believe he took out 12 of them just like that. Right in the middle of the fight, he ascended to the spirit communication realm, without a word. She uses her own power to refine his broken blade. Fuang Than Tuyet stands nearby, shocked. How did you kill 12 night yakshas? In the heat of battle, he just broke through to the spirit communication realm, without a second thought. She starts forging his shattered sword all over again. She sits down, channeling pure energy to refine the heavenly demon hand seal. The violet lightning thunder can melt away any demonic aura. But it takes time. Next, she tosses the 7-kill gourd to Fuang Han. Protect her while she heals. Above you, I have carved the divine purple lightning technique. Once the yin thunderblade strikes an enemy, that lightning erupts. It follows their own energy right into them. No need to worry. Not about the sky yaksha, and not about the obstacles ahead. I will say it one more time. If you break through, if you step into the divine realm, I will let Qingwei marry you. He thinks to himself, why this again? Why force Qingwei on me? Can it not just be a sibling bond? Why does it have to be marriage? Then, Yan's voice suddenly echoes in his mind. Kid, your eye for talent isn't half bad. This woman, Fang Qingxue, is a force. She has the potential to reach the eternal realm and become a supreme deity. If you could actually make her marry you, that wouldn't be a bad deal at all. In front of the altar, countless demons are already waiting, along with Xiao Yinyu, the pure maiden, and Wang Lin. Fang Qingxue steps forward with an aura that shakes everyone. Beside her, Fang Han and Wang Lin appear. Wang Lin is absolutely livid, screaming at the top of his lungs. Fang Qingxue, you actually dare to walk into the demon god altar all by yourself? Do you truly think that on your own you have what it takes to destroy this altar? Lightning clashes with the 7-kill demon and the sky itself, shaking the entire foundation of the altar. Nearby, Fang Han is also going berserk, slaughtering demons left and right. He notices the Huangquan map absorbing their essence blood. Yan explains that after devouring the Heaven Chicken Yang Elder, he has recovered quite a bit of his old power. Now, every single yaksha you kill allows the map to absorb their blood and soul essence, drop them right into the river of Huangquan. The blood refining art of the Huangquan sect relies on this holy water to wash away all impurities, helping you refine the spirits and souls of those you kill into pure blood pills. These are perfect for strengthening your own life force. Embrace the demon path. Fang Han decides right then, screw the path. Demon or immortal, surviving is the only thing that matters right now. Suddenly, Ashura, looking incredibly strong, steps up to challenge him. What is his name? The guy is clearly looking for a fight, a straight-up solo match. Keep in mind, Ashura is easily on par with a core disciple of the Yuhua sect. This fight is going to be intense. With his current strength, fighting this guy, he's just begging to get crushed. Capture Fang Han alive, use him to threaten Fang Qingxue. Beside him, Shueri speaks with a cruel edge. If he doesn't kill you, you'll have so many chances. The Asura is tempting Fang Han, pushing him to give up. Just surrender and you can keep your life, he promises. But Fang Han isn't stupid. He's not buying that lie. He just needs to wait for Qingxue to shatter the demon god altar. Asura realizes he's trapped and he has to die. He strikes like lightning, but Fang Han blocks him. The sheer force is absolute madness. That blow sends Fang Han flying back hard. His body is torn up, bleeding, battered from the impact. Nearby, Fang Qingxue grabs the 7-kill gourd. Wang Lin is down. She's already defeated him. A bolt of purple lightning strikes. It hits the altar, smashing the demon god statue to pieces. A terrifying aura erupts. The demon god has manifested. The Asura doesn't hold back anymore. He knows it's over. He launches a vicious attack straight at Fang Han. But watch this, even the Asura has to shrink back in fear. Fang Han's body is suddenly wrapped in a golden aura. That's the Yellow Spring's true essence, terrifying. Ancient power. Fang Han doesn't hesitate. He charges right into the fray. The true essence transforms into a web of energy. It wraps around the Asura, locking him in place. He can't move. Time to end this. Fang Han winds up a massive punch. He drives his fist right through the Asura's forehead. Game over. Fang Han exhales. This power? It's truly godlike. Yan pipes up, cutting through the tension with a scoff. That's my power. Kid, you're way too weak to use it right. Wait until you reach the divine power realm, then it'll shine. Meanwhile, Fang Qingxue is locked in a fierce duel. She's fighting a clone of the demon god sect leader, but she isn't backing down. Not even for a second. Her fighting spirit is through the roof. She's ready to kill. Fang Han lets out a desperate, wild burst of destructive force. If a junior messes this up, the sect's reputation is toast. A demonic sound rings out, splitting Fang Han's head with pain. While he struggles, his woman is going all out in her own fight. She triggers her purple lightning thunder, her peak state. It's brutal. She's putting everything she has on the line. Your cultivation level has reached this height already? No wonder that brat Ying Tianjing threw everything away for you. He wouldn't even listen to his own master because of you. He went into the outer heaven demon realm just for your sake. Training in that hellhole. Pushing himself to the brink, he didn't even care if he lived or died for you. Ying Xianran, the legendary primordial emperor of the demon sect, his son, Ying Tianjing, once sat down to debate with Fang Qingxue. Fang Qingxue took a brutal strike from the demon god. She's pretty badly wounded, but still, she refuses to leave Fang Han behind. If they don't run now, it's over. She eyes that Asura suspiciously. Did he kill everyone here? Then, in a flash, she tears through his clothes with a single strike. What is this woman even trying to do? He thinks have some decency. Lady. He's still babbling on when the altar starts acting up. With one swift move, he plunges his sword straight into its eye. Seeing his six-pack body, she gets all shy for a second. Right now, the twin snake lightning is beyond stopping. The demon god unleashes a massive blow aimed right at them. Fang Qingxue shoves Fang Han aside. Taking the hit herself, she's coughing up blood. But that's not enough to take her down. She channels the immense Asura lightning to shatter the demon god's attack. It's pure chaos, sweeping through everything in sight. They seize the chance and scramble to escape. The demon god doesn't even bother chasing them down. His true form is busy suppressing the Nine Yin heavenly demon. He really can't use much of his power right now. He mocks her. She's a genius. Sure. But she's hit by his demon hand. Let's see if she has the karma to survive this nightmare. Nearby, Fang Qingshu is badly hurt but totally unbothered. She's actually hyped up finally. She knows the gap to the longevity realm. Fang Han thinks to himself, man, she's really losing it. She drops down immediately, channeling power to refine that demon hand. Her purple lightning path can crush all demonic energy. But it takes time. She tosses the 7 kills gourd to Fang Han. He needs to protect her. Here's the crazy part, that gourd hides the 7 kill sword formation. Just put 7 spirit tier flying swords inside, and you're set. It's a total god killer, shredding everything in its path. And by some wild stroke of luck, Fang Han's next moves are about to change everything. The real terror of this gourd is the 7 kill sword formation hidden inside. You just need 7 spirit grade flying swords, and you can tear through anything. Meet a god, kill the god. Face a demon, slice it to pieces. Deadly. But here is the catch. Fang Han does not have a single sword. DM takes one look and realizes these are the 7 ancient poisons. Those toxic bugs are incredibly strong. Fire and water cannot even touch them. One bite from them, even a god would be finished in seconds. I will trade you an arm for your life, Thoch Long Tu sneers. Growing stronger, he is a genius of the demonic path. Yet he looks like an immortal. What a crazy illusion. Both of them brace for Thoch Long Tu's next attack. He summons the innate white bone technique to defend against the incoming blast. Fang Han's got 7 flying swords in play right now. And just like that, senior brother Jin charges in. Fang Qingxue finally tracks him down, shouting for the gourd. Hand it over. She yells, give me that 7 kill gourd. Hand it over? As if no work, no food. Right, Fang Han? He channels every ounce of power inside that 7 kill gourd. A defensive shield snaps into place. That guy nearly coughs blood. You really think one measly treasure can stop a divine ability expert? He laughs, mocking the very idea he could be blocked. Boom! An earth-shattering shockwave tears across the Jinshi platform. Fang Han grits his teeth, staring down his opponent. Senior sister, we are both disciples of the Yuhua sect. Why are you acting so viciously? Attacking me like this? Sect rules are clear. True disciples cannot slaughter each other. Only on the heaven punishment platform can we settle our scores. Betray the sect rules, and you betray the sect itself. A lowly outer disciple like you dare talk about rules? Pitiful bottom feeder. You have no idea how this works. Give me that skywolf smoke now, or I tell the master. He drops from the sky, unleashing the great capture hand. It clamps down on Fang Han, tightening like a vice. His body groans under the pressure bones on the verge of snapping. Even his blood feels like it is boiling away, vaporizing. He looks over at the girl, recovering from her wounds nearby. He cannot go down here. He has to keep her safe. Yan whispers a warning, stay sharp, kid. He is trying to refine your spirit and blood essence. You must keep your mind clear, or all is lost. If you lose focus, The 7-kill gourd falls into his hands. Fang Han prepares to unleash his sword array. But Yan stops him. He wouldn't be able to retrieve the flying swords in time. Explaining that to the lady later? A complete nightmare. Better to observe the hidden secrets of the gourd closely. After all, even that guy Wang Lin held off Fang Qingxue for a while. Fang Han carefully probes the gourd, searching for the trick inside. The interior is swarming with poison insects. Not a sword in sight. Yan takes one look and realizes what they actually are. Ancient 7 poisons, the real deal from the legends. These creatures are insanely strong, completely immune to fire and water. Just one bite, and even a god would be in trouble. Thach Long too moves like lightning, appearing behind him with the instant kill art. A massive boom echoes out, shaking the very stars. But it does nothing. He finally returns to the inner courtyard of the Vohoa sect. Breathless, Fang Han sighs. The outer sect cannot even compare to this place. Everywhere he looks, there is this strange, mysterious vibe hanging in the air. The trap has to be perfect, a single, calculated strike. Fang Han just needs to unleash his venomous insects. Since Shi Jintai's green flame technique isn't fully mastered yet, he can't burn them away in time. Fang Han moves fast. Shi Jintai spots the Bloodfinger poison mark heading his way. He tries to block, but takes a brutal hit instead. Fang Han roars out, "You aren't killing me today." Once Qingxue finishes purging that demonic energy, that's when your time runs out. Boom. A massive shockwave. A man with golden hair steps in. He's taking over. This is Shi Longzi, a direct disciple of the sect. Ziyan recognizes him instantly. He's on another level. He's mastered the Great Freedom Profound Gold Sword Qi. It's one of the 8 legendary divine arts of the sect. When he fights to kill. No mercy. He looks at Fang Han like he's just some nobody. Just get lost. He sneers. But Fang Han isn't backing down. He won't just let them slaughter his friends. Shi Longzi tries to bribe him with a flying sword to leave. Fang Han turns it down. He doesn't care about the loot. He's here for the person standing right next to her. Shi Longzi unleashes terrifying pressure. It's suffocating. Come out, Ying Tianqing, or don't blame me for being ruthless. A young, refined-looking guy steps out from the shadows. This is the Ma Shuai Ying Tianqing, son of the Demon Emperor. You touch a hair on her head, he warns, and you're finished. Give me one of your arms, and you might just survive. Shi Longzi's aura flares up, getting stronger by the second. Look at this guy. A demonic genius who looks like a pure saint. Talk about a total mind game. The two of them finally clash. Shi Longzi makes the first move. Ying Tianqing counters with the innate white bone divine art. Shi Longzi vanishes, reappearing behind him in a blur. It's the instant kill great technique. A massive blast rocks the air, but somehow it doesn't end him. Suddenly, a beautiful girl steps out and blocks his path completely. Aside from one outer disciple named Lu Kang who died, she explains everything. Every other disciple has been cleared of the 6 desire yin thunder poison, but all their flying swords? Gone. After a long wait, Fang Han steps out. His body does not hurt anymore, it feels stronger than ever before. He summons his innate white bone power to defend himself. Then Shi Longzi strikes, lightning fast, appearing right behind him. He used the instant kill technique, a massive boom. The whole sky trembles, but it barely leaves a scratch. Back now inside the inner heavens of Yuhua Gate. How could he even scratch Ying Tianqing? With just a light flick, he blocks the blow. That's the legendary bone relic for you. Realizing he's way out of his league, Shi Longzi instantly grabs the stone golden platform and tries to make a run for it. But that guy Ying Tianqing keeps his word. He moves at lightning speed, slashing right through their arms in a flash. This dude is honestly just too strong. Right about now, he turns toward Fang Han, trying to gift him 7 flying swords as thanks for protecting Fang Qingshu. But wait, is he trying to hand out charity? As a disciple of the Recom, immortal path, Fang Han won't touch items from the demonic path. Besides, he isn't the type to owe anyone favors. He doesn't need a reward. This whole situation just burns Ying Tianqing up. Just then, Fang Qingxue recovers, her aura surging with an incredible, terrifying intensity. The people of our Fang family truly do not need any kind of charity from anyone. Qingxue, you still have that same fire. Even daring to strike at a demon god. You should know, even my own father is wary of him. If anything happens to you, he'd turn me into fruit smoothie. We don't owe each other anything. Remember back in the North Ocean? We were cornered by those ancient sea demons. We had to swap Dao techniques, immortal and demon merging. That was a mutual deal. Today, even if you hadn't shown two up, I wouldn't have lost a thing. These days, the immortal and demonic paths are like water and fire. And a massive war is breaking out. We should stop getting tangled up. Before he leaves, he shoots a sharp glare right at Fang Han. Fang Han, I've got your name locked in my memory now. Today he's only holding back for Qingshu. Otherwise Fang Han would already be pushing up daisies. So you think you can just say whatever you want with a little bit of power? Right then. Fang Han returns the 7-kill gourd to his senior sister. But she insists he keep it. She even gives him a bone spike as proof to help him land a spot in the Barris Inner Sect exam. Soon, the two make it back to the Yuhua Sect's Inner Heaven Pavilion. Fang Han looks around and realizes the Outer Sect just can't compare to this place. Everything here feels totally mysterious. Just then, a beautiful girl steps in his way. Stopping the Outer Sect disciple, Fang Han looks around. Completely stunned by the aura here, the Outer Sect can't even compare to this place. Everything here just feels ancient, mysterious, and powerful. Suddenly, a beautiful girl steps out and blocks his path. I saved the other disciples except for Liu Kang. You are not allowed to be here. Fang Han says, I came here to qualify for the Inner Sect exam, and to turn in this Asura bone spike. He tells her. She looks shocked, then gently picks it up to inspect it. Fang Han thinks to himself, this girl is actually quite strong. That Asura bone spike weighs over 100 pounds, yet she lifts it easily with just 2 fingers. Maybe she is someone from the Shanhe ranking list. At the Inner Sect testing grounds, a huge crowd gathers. These are the ones who put in the hard work, fighting and killing demons in the desert just now. The blonde woman from earlier steps up to report. She walks toward the elder. And no one dares to stop her, that is senior sister Long. The elder looks instantly rattled by her presence. Who could have possibly killed an Asura? He wonders. Everyone's gaze snaps directly toward Fang Han. They are terrified that he also brought an Asura spike for inspection. Take this jade tablet and go to the Sky Pavilion in 3 days. You will enter the Sky Demon battlefield to take the test. Also, the sect has a standing rule for this. Any disciple who manages to kill an Asura gets a reward. 1 essence pill and 1 grain abstaining pill for Fang Han. He thanks senior sister Long before heading out. Back in his room, Fang Han uses the blood pill. It was gifted by the Yellow Springs diagram earlier. His energy is growing stronger by the moment now. Meanwhile, at the Wuhua Sect Sky Palace, Thoch Kim Dai is screaming. He tells his father that Fuang Than Tuyet cut off his arm, along with Thoch Long too. He demands justice from his father. Can a mere Origin Realm cultivator really cut off an arm? His father asks if he messed with Ying Tianqing again. The man is La Yangzi, the great elder of the Wuhua sect. After scolding him, he drags him toward the sky punishment stage. The atmosphere there is dark, gloomy, and truly terrifying. Fuang Than Tuet and the top core disciple are already waiting there. Elder, she reports to him calmly. Among the disciples I brought back to safety, except for 1 outer sect disciple named Lu Kong who died. All the remaining disciples have been cleared of the toxins. The 6 desires Yin Thunder has been purged from them, but every single flying sword they carried with them is destroyed. He didn't make it. But the others? They're clear now. The 6 desires Thunder Poison is finally gone from them, but every single flying sword they had is completely destroyed. It's always about the person, never just the technique. They are all gone. And even TNG is nowhere to be found. My own puppet has vanished without a single trace. He has been given full authority to investigate this entire mess. Than Tuyet questions him, asking if the 7 kills gourd is to blame. I bestowed it upon Fang Han. She argues Fang Han is a Fang family man. If I gave him 1 flying sword, why would Ying Tianqing insist on giving him 7? He even sternly refused them. If anything happens to him, I will not let it go. Fang, focus on yourself for once. The Heavenly Law Elder cuts in. Elder, you must stand up for me. Fang Ten Tuet pleads. Shi Jindai is clearly slandering me. She insists, but the Heavenly Law Elder already knows the truth of the situation. Shi Longzi was the one who insisted on challenging Ying Tianqing. His skill was simply inferior. And he lost, that is all. As for Fang Han too, yet she destroyed the demon god altar and earned great merit. I have already petitioned the sect leader to send her into the small immortal realm. She needs to cultivate and break through to the 5th level of supernatural power. The human celestial realm awaits her. The great elder immediately retorts, Tianxing. This woman has suspicious ties to the demon emperor's son. If she enters our sacred training grounds and some accident happens, how will you take responsibility for that? He leaves with his son immediately after saying his piece. Meanwhile, Fang Han arrives to participate in the intersect assessment. He runs into Than Vi, the second young lady of the Fang family. She acts arrogant, sneering at him. Fang Han, my sister favored you, granting you a spot in this intersect exam. That opportunity was a gift from the Fang family. But I hear you are a petty man who struck a steward. Acting like a total thug, my sister focuses on cultivation and does not understand the ways of the world. But I am not so easily fooled. Come here and kneel before me. Now watch this. Fang Han is not the man he used to be. He just gives a cold laugh. Than Vi, your sister promised to marry me. He says, as of now, I am your future brother-in-law. The man beside her goes ballistic and throws a palm strike at Fang Han, but he gets taken down in a single blow. Pathetic, weak, yet obsessed with showing off for a woman. His men quickly surround Fang Han, trying to close in, but with his current monstrous power, they cannot touch him. From this moment on, I am your fiancé. The man beside her goes insane, throwing a palm strike right at Fang Han, but he takes him down in a single move. Weak, yet he still wants to play the hero for the girl. His men quickly swarm around Fang Han. Still, with his insane, beast-like strength, they cannot even touch him. Fang Han, this outer region loves nothing more than blood energy. Vi is shaking in her boots. How is he even this strong? That guy with the purple hair steps up. He claims his title, Young Island Master of the Immortal Night Island. Asking who he is, he promises to pay back this punch one day. But our guy? Shut your mouth. Did you go deaf? I already told you. She is Than Vi's future wife. Stop asking stupid questions. And as for your revenge, just come and try it. If you have the guts. That is. Come on. Than Vi, we are heading to the Heaven Demon battlefield. I will follow your sister's orders and keep you safe. Than Vi screams back, completely livid. She just cannot believe it. She refuses to accept that her sister would say that. She tells him to stop dreaming a toad wanting to eat swan meat. She thinks he is delusional for even trying to be with a man like him, but this was just a command from her sister. Fong Tan Du yet, if she sees Than Vi getting close to any other guy, beat him down. Than Vi is seething with rage, but she is too weak to fight back. Suddenly, a new guy appears, and everyone bows in respect. It is Brother Diep, ranked 3rd on the mountain travel list. He is here to stir up trouble. He heard Fang Han's threat, that any man getting close to her gets a beating. But Diep does not buy into that garbage for a second. He walks right up to her, clearly trying to show off. That guy is acting like a fool. He gathers his energy, forming a shimmering snowflake to give to her as a gift. It is a snow spirit amulet, perfect for stabilizing her mind. Than Vi is already swooning, totally blinded by the gesture. He is basically daring Fang Han to do something about it. Let us see how this ends. Everyone uses their ID cards, and just like that, they enter the Heaven Demon battlefield, survive for 10 days, and you pass the trial. Deep inside, he gets a warning. In this outer region, the demons are drawn to the scent of living blood and raw energy. In no time, the demons will swarm them. Perfect, he can just capture them all and refine them into pills. Right on cue, Fuang Than Ni comes running, looking terrified. She is being chased by a demon. But then, her face twists into something truly grotesque and inhuman, especially when it carries that masculine fire. Before long, hordes of heavenly demons will come rushing in. When they do, catching them to refine into pills? That is a massive haul. Just then, Fang Qing Xue rushes over. Looking completely disheveled, she is being hunted by heavenly demons. But her expression suddenly turns strange. It turns out, that is not her, it is a heavenly demon in disguise. This is where the first part of the story comes to an end. The demon disguised itself as her to get close to Fang Han. A swift punch shattered the illusion, but the heavenly demon held on. It wouldn't die that easily. Next move, it shifted forms again. Then came an attack. The Star Monarch technique, With terrifying, overwhelming power, it surged forward, clashing head-on with the heavenly demon's 7-star fist. This blow wiped it out. Just then, another figure appeared right there. It was Fang Qingshu. She showed up out of nowhere, and she was acting strange, throwing herself at him with seductive, dark intent. But this didn't sway him, it only made him burn with rage. He unleashed a powerful spirit technique, a massive hand descending from the sky. The heavenly demon realized instantly this was the aura of the human demon emperor. After that, it simply vanished into nothingness. Yan let out a sigh of wonder. He never expected this brat to master it. He had materialized the phantom aura of the Yellow Springs Great Emperor. Fang Han then absorbed the demon's essence to refine a small green pill. It was a jade void pill, a rare, potent treasure. He could only do this because of the Yellow Springs chart. Think of it as a massive, legendary cauldron. It's on a different level than the spirit tools from the Ascending Immortals sect. Years ago, the Yellow Springs Great Emperor forged this chart. He built it to supply pills to millions of his disciples. The Yellow Springs sect was once the #1 power. They built the underworld itself, and the Great Emperor ruled it all. He held the power of life and death, even charting the path of reincarnation. But the heavens envied his strength, and he met his end. Now, Fang Han continues to absorb blood pills, growing stronger by the second. Nearby, another figure hides in the shadows, watching every single move. He was sent by the Nine-Sun Demon God to wipe out the Ascending Immortals' disciples. It's the Great Majestic Demon King. He's cold-blooded, calculating. With a single command, he orders his demon army to slaughter the humans. Fang Han walks through the fog, suddenly spotting something truly bizarre. A massive swarm of heavenly demons, all fused into one grotesque mass. Yan realizes something is seriously wrong here. This many demons don't just appear together like this. If this continues, the other disciples won't stand a chance. But wait, the swarm has already locked onto Fang Han. Countless demons surge toward him, blocking every single path. He doesn't panic. He unleashes the Sun and Moon Spirit technique to break free. At the same time, he summons the 7-kill gourd to shield his body. The 7-kill essence blasts outward, tearing through the demon horde. Then, he uses the Yellow Springs chart to drag them all in. He's refining them into pills. One by one, he's realizing something major. The 7-kill gourd is unleashed to devour the heavenly demon. Then he uses the Yellow Spring refining blade on them. He crafts them into heaven-falling pills and spills his secret. Over in the distance, a group of female disciples are struggling to hold their formation. They are fighting off the heavenly demons. But the situation is dire. They are in serious trouble. They cannot hold out for much longer. The lead heavenly demon just shattered their barrier. Everyone gets swarmed by the demons instantly. They have zero chance to fight back. Suddenly, the Sky Wolf spirit appears and starts devouring the demons. It carves out a path for them. It is Fang Han. He has summoned the Sky Wolf battle armor, and he looks incredibly sharp. You can tell these girls are completely head over heels for him right now. They are saved and start thanking him over and over again. They introduce themselves as members of the Jilan Association. It is a small organization founded by the female disciples themselves. They formed it inside the sect to protect themselves from being bullied. It helps them stay safe from other disciples. Plus, they can train together and help each other level up. At the Yuhua sect, there are actually a lot of these groups. Just then, a huge vortex of heavenly demons rushes straight toward their defense. Fang Han charges forward in his battle armor to intercept them. He slams into the demons, a massive collision that shakes the sky. Wait. Check this out. Even after that impact, he is still standing. Actually, Yan has to step in to help teach him the Heaven Dragon 8 sounds. Fang Han unleashes a terrifying roar. It sounds like 8 great dragons. The sonic waves instantly shatter the heavenly demons on impact. But after that move, his physical strength is completely drained. The Heaven Dragon 8 sounds is designed to push your limits to the max. Because Fang Han used the 9 Aperture Golden Pill earlier, he survived. Any normal person would be bedridden for half a month after that. He immediately uses his remaining strength to capture the demons. He pulls them into his 7 kills gourd to refine them into pills. Using the Huangquan map, he starts the refinement process. His energy is running low, so Fang Han sits down to recover. Even then, the girls crowd around him. They are super curious about that dragon roar technique he just used. Fang Han has to play it off. He claims a mysterious master taught him. He begs the girls not to let that secret slip out to anyone. They tell him about the 5 strongest elite disciples in the sect. Dong Lingxiao, West Jialan, North Jiaoguang, South Wenla, and Central Tiandu. The eldest sister of their group is Jialan herself. Fang Han sits there, lost in thought, processing everything he just heard. The others talk, sharing everything they know with him. He hears about the 5 strongest inner disciples of Dongling: East Shao, West Jialan, North Jiaoguang, South Wenla, Middle Tiandu, and the oldest sister among them, the formidable Jialan. Thinking back on the Jialan society, Fang Han weighs his options. These 5? I'm betting they're even stronger than Than Tuit. Looks like they're on par with that guy Ung Thien Tin from before. He knows he needs to focus and level up his power fast. Once he's fully recovered, Fang Han makes a move. He suggests they team up to hunt down the other disciples, save whoever they can. Meanwhile, DM has some news for him. The heavenly demon they just took down? It's enough to refine 520 pills. That's plenty to get by. But hey, you can never have too many. Fang Han senses something up ahead heavy. Suffocating demonic energy, it feels like a massive swarm of heavenly demons is gathering there. Then, they realize the disciples of Wu Huaman are trapped. That 9 Palaces Golden Tower? It's a top-tier defensive treasure. It belongs to the Thiendo faction. So, those disciples should be safe for now. They've likely already sent out a distress signal for backup. But DM? He's already itching to dive in and grab the loot. He claims the 9 Palaces Golden Tower is way better than the Tien Keichi Duong. If he can absorb that thing, he could recover to the heavenly human realm. At that level, he could finally forge a spirit weapon of his own. But Fang Han knows better than to trust this greedy spirit. Trying to swipe that tower right now? That's a suicide mission. Just as they try to close the distance, the heavenly demons cut them off. The one standing in their way, the great Ui Thien Demon King. Fang Han doesn't hesitate. Unleashing the heavenly dragonate sounds, it hits like a truck. But the king barely flinches. He warns the female disciples to dash for the tower while they still can. The Demon King winds up for a strike. But suddenly it's blocked. A wave of freezing cold air rips through the battlefield. It's so frigid it instantly turns those demons into ice sculptures. The newcomer is insanely strong, over 3,000 demons frozen solid. Avendim, terrified, hits the deck and uses his annihilation technique to hide. The man who arrived? Hoa Thien Du, and he's even stronger than Ung Thien Tin. Hoa Thien Do announces the trial is compromised by the demon gods. Anyone still breathing by the end of this? You're officially inner sect disciples. Fang Han isn't exactly thrilled. He was just getting started on his pill haul. The senior brother steps up, eyes locked on him. He demands to know if the demonic treasure Fang Han has is the 7-kill gourd. Fang Han stands his ground. Than Tuet gave it to him, and he isn't backing down. This trial was ruined by the demon god interfering. The survivors get the prize automatic entry as inner disciples. Fang Han isn't exactly thrilled. He still needs way more pills. Then, the senior brother turns and confronts him directly. He demands to know the truth about the demonic treasure. That gourd, you have the 7-kill gourd, is it really yours? He claims it was a gift from senior sister Qing Shuai. Using a demon treasure? Fine. I might even let that slide. But a demon cultist attacking our own Yuhua sect disciples? Fang Han isn't about to just stand there and take it. The drama starts when one of the other disciples speaks up. He accuses Fang Han of using demonic arts to steal his sword. He claims Fang Han harmed Sister Mo during the fight, then another lie that he failed to set the sword array. They are painting him as a spy for the demon sect. Fang Han fires back, exposing the truth of that day. That guy tried to slash his tendons with a flying sword. The sword only flew off and got sucked into the relic because of the demon treasure power. It wasn't his fault. The senior brother pretends he'll investigate the whole mess, but then he demands Fang Han hand over the 7-kill gourd. It's just a blatant robbery, and everyone knows it. Fang Han refuses. Obviously, that's his life on the line. Seeing that, the senior unleashes a terrifying icy aura. He strikes with a power that shakes the very heavens. Fang Han summons his Heaven Wolf armor, but it's not enough. Against that overwhelming strength, he's powerless to resist. Just like that, they rip the 7-kill gourd away. Even his blood essence gets wiped out by Hua Tiandu. Right then, he realizes the harsh reality of this world. Your dignity only exists when you have real power. Strength is everything without it. You're nothing. Only with strength can you even talk about ideals. Now, another disciple wants to cripple his cultivation entirely. The senior brother claims it wouldn't be very humane. but he's still going to do it anyway. Just then, a giant lotus platform descends from the sky. It's senior sister Jialam. Stepping in to save him, she owes him a favor from their past encounter. With Jialam here, even Hua Tiandu has to show some respect. He kicks Fang Han aside, using the sect's name to threaten him. Look at this, he's trying to act all high and mighty. Fang Han knows he might die here, but he won't be shamed. He stands up, eyes burning with a promise of revenge. He tells Hua, "You took my treasure. You crushed my pride. I accept it because you are stronger than me today. But give me 10 years. Just 10 years. I will show you exactly what true suffering tastes like." The crowd goes silent, shocked by his sheer audacity. They start mocking him, calling him a dead man walking. Fang Han doesn't care about their whispers anymore. He drops to his knees, swearing a vow to the heavens. Fang Han vows to become a core disciple within 10 years. A life or death duel. That is the only path forward. He challenges Hua Tiandu right there on the aerial arena. If I lose to this guy, I will take my own life. No rebirth. No second chances. I will just turn to dust. Silence falls. Every single person watching is caught in pure shock. Even Hua Tiandu freezes for a second. Feeling the heat, he is rattled. But there is no way to back down now. He accepts the challenge, a cold look in his eyes, then leaves. Fang Han turns to senior sister Jiao Lam, thanking her for stepping in. She just shakes her head, worried about the reckless move he made. 10 years is way too short to beat someone like Hua Tiandu. Are you really that desperate to throw your life away? As a kid, Hua Tiandu stumbled into a long-lost immortal cave. He inherited everything left behind by the Banwu Immortal Venerable, an ancient legend who once stood at the peak of the world. He mastered the Banwu Great Force, a terrifying, forbidden art. Even the most powerful sect in the world bows to him. They give Hua Tiandu respect, fearing the power he holds. But Fang Han, he does not flinch. Not even for a second. The stronger his rival is, the more fire he feels inside. His personality is remarkably similar to Fang Qingshui. Jiao Lam gives him a set of 3 flying swords as thanks. It is for saving her junior sisters back in the forest. She even invites him to join the Jiao Lam Society for guidance. Yan wakes up right then, whispering a secret plan to Fang Han. If he gathers 10 flying swords, he can summon 10 flying night yakshas. Once they transform into asuras, their power will be unstoppable. Fang Han can then merge the swords into their very bodies. They will become his puppets' powerful weapons under his control. Now watch this. Yan realizes who Fang Han just challenged. The guy has the inheritance of the legendary Banwu Immortal Venerable. Yan warns him, his voice grave, making sure Fang Han understands. This Immortal Venerable was one of the 9 ancients of old. Even the demon emperors were nothing compared to his true power. He long ago ascended, stepping into a completely different realm. If Hua Tiandu truly mastered those ancient techniques, he is invincible. He would have absolutely no rivals in this entire world. But this does not shake Fang Han at all. Not even a bit. Cultivation is about the person, not just the technique you use. You walk the path, one step at a time, through blood and sweat. Even if Hua Tiandu somehow held the mythical gate of eternal life, you have to walk your own path, step by step. Even if Hua Tiandu gets the legendary Gate of Immortality, Fang Han absorbs all 18 blood pills at once. Not even that could shake his confidence. Fang Han slowly walked out from the heavenly demon battlefield. Everyone was murmuring, watching him closely. They said he really didn't know his place, daring to challenge his senior. He's the most famous guy in Yuhua Gate now, and for being totally arrogant and wild. That is, the reward for becoming an inner disciple included medicinal pills and some talismans. Honestly, it wasn't half bad. Plus, inner disciples get 3 days every month where an elder teaches them cultivation techniques. The Yuhua Gate spirit cultivation helps them break through to the divine ability stage fast. But right as he stepped out, Zip Nam Tian and his maid Feng Tanvi started mocking him. They laughed. Wasn't it you who said, if a man stands by his fiancée, he'd fight? I'm so scared, he sneered. Without the 7-kill gourd, you're just a dog with a muzzle on. Face to face with him, Feng Han stayed cold. Just wait, he said. A few months from now, you won't even be 3rd on the Shanhei Inner Sect ranking anymore. He left immediately. His only goal right now was to get as strong as he possibly could. Feng Han headed straight for the pill refinement room to train. Yan told him he could use the pill furnace in front of them for body refinement. The method was simple, just treat yourself like a pill. Back in the Huangquan Sect, they called this training the Yama Golden Body. To master it, you have to endure pain 100 times worse than normal. But in return, your body becomes incredibly tough. Fang Han agreed without a second thought. He jumped straight into the furnace. Now he had to face the 18 layers of hellish torture, 18 types of agony tearing at him. The pain was absolute madness, trying to break his will, but he refused to lose control. Think about your friends, he told himself. He grabbed onto that focus and pushed through the breakthrough. His body began to change rapidly. 18 blood pills were absorbed into his system. All the impurities in his body were forced out. Before, his strength was like 10 horses, but now it was over 100, and it happened in the blink of an eye. He feels the impurities being purged from his system. If his strength was 10 horses before, that's nothing. He's easily pushing past 100 horses of raw power. An hour passes, and Fang Han finally steps back out. No more pain, his body feels stronger than ever before. Hours later, Fang Han finally steps back out. His body does not hurt anymore, it feels even stronger. Thanks for watching along with me. Stick around, there is much more to come.